Hi, Aro here. If you have been following the EvoBoot YouTube channel, you already know that the big strengths of our boots are its versatility and its flexibility. I say that EvoBoots are extremely versatile because they can be adjusted by simply moving the screws position. They can be adapted mainly by heat to fit nearly any shape that you could imagine, and they can be transformed to help in any situation or condition like founder, ligament, tendon and or joint issues. In the how-to series of this channel, you will find a video on how to adjust the Evos like a pro in 5 easy steps. So in today's video, I'm not gonna cover the adjustment, and instead of that, I'm gonna focus on its adaptation. The high-quality plastic that we use to produce the EvoBoots can be warmed with a torch or a heat gun to soften it and force it to adapt to nearly any hoof shape, and can also be modified by the use of a grinder. So you can change its length, making it longer or shorter, modify its width, making it wider or narrower, alter its angle, making it steeper or lower, and or you can mimic an existing flare. As you can see, those modifications are an extra that the boot offers, are not a must. So for a standard shaped hooves, you will be able to make an out-of-the-box fit, and for those non-standard shaped hooves, the EvoBoot offers mainly to professionals the opportunity to adapt them to a specific case, letting it to use a below the current boot with a perfect fit. Having that said, and before getting into matter, let me tell you that if you are only interested in one of those modifications, I will put some titles on the time bar so you can skip the bits of info that you already know and make the most of your time. Okay, so first of all, let me explain you some basics. Heat adaptation works in an outwards direction, which means that to achieve the best results, you should work with a shell that fits super tight, or even with a shell a half size smaller that might look impossible to fit. So it's always better to make a smaller shell bigger than the opposite. You can choose to heat the whole boot or only focus your heat on the spot that you want to modify. If there are several things that you want to modify, you can do it in one go or in several steps. When using the heat, don't stay still, keep on moving your heat source and stop when the plastic begins to shine. If you insist, you will see bubbles appearing, if you keep on doing, you will finally melt the material. Having that said, let's go to the details of each modification. I will organize them depending on its difficulty. So the first 6, making it steeper, wider, lower, shorter, 3 mm longer, and mimicking an existing flare, are quite easy to do and nearly everyone can do it. Making it more than 3 mm longer has an intermediate difficulty, and being a handy person is advised. Finally, lowering the angle and making it narrower is only for pros. Those 4 modifications can be achieved with the same procedure. You can heat the area or the whole shell, fit it on the hoof when warm, leaving the horse step on it and letting it cool down. It's as easy as it sounds. Those 2 modifications are also very easy to do. It's as simple as taking a grinder and wearing out the material that you don't want. To do so, you should remove the tip reinforcement first with a grinder and then follow the same procedure as I explained before. So, heating the area, fitting the shell into the hoof and leaving the horse step on it until it cools down. I'm gonna give you a trick here, because to force the situation, a lot of times what I do is do the process with the bulb shield attached, so I do everything in one go. To achieve that goal, we should cut the boot with a knife or similar, overheat the area until it begins to melt, overlap both lips, fuse them with the fingers, and maintain everything in this position by hand or using a press until it cools totally down. Okay, so I hope you like to know a little bit more about how versatile are our Evos and all the things that you can achieve with them, especially if you are a hoof care provider. If you have any doubt or you want me to do a video explaining or showing something in particular, leave it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share it to others, especially if they are professionals, so they can know about the possibilities that the EvoBoots offer to their daily activity. As always, stay safe, protect your horse, and enjoy your rides.